welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna, and today I'm going to share with you how I decorated the rest of my house for Christmas. In my first video, I decorated my main living space, which is my tree, my mantle, and my main living room. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I did the rest of the home. I'm keeping that same Heritage Luxe style that fits perfectly into the era of my 1940s home. I'm also sprinkling in a few touches of the Ralph Lauren trend that we're seeing everywhere, giving my home a very collected but elevated look. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I decorated my dining room, my kitchen, and my bathroom. Instead of just decorating with whatever's on the shelves, I tried really hard to repurpose and thrift and DIY to get the look I like. So come along with me and I'll show you how I did it. So just in case you didn't see my first video, I want to show you how I decorated the mantle in my front living room. I love the fact that I have two mantles to be able to decorate for the holidays, but it does take some effort to come up with two totally different designs. So this is what my dining room mantle looked like last year. It was very vintage inspired and I really loved it, and I want to kind of keep the same vibe but maybe just make a few changes. So first I wanted to change the garland. I got some varieties of cedar and cypress garlands and then just wired them together to make them into one. The one is really drapey and the other one had a little bit more depth filling in the gaps, so I thought they worked really well together. Next, in theme with this year's Ralph Lauren trend, I wanted to add a little bit of a statement with this bow. I found this beautiful plaid ribbon from Walmart online, and also this 4-inch velvet ribbon was from Walmart as well. I love the subtle black and emerald tones in the ribbon. I just think it's so beautiful, and the velvet ribbon complemented it so well. I love the fact that it kind of beefs it up a little bit too, making it thicker, more of a statement piece. To make it look more natural, I cut the ends of the ribbon in varying lengths too, and then also hit it with a lighter just to make sure it wouldn't fray. My kids were sitting at the dining room table watching me do this, and they were highly entertained. They thought I was going to catch the ribbon on fire. I swapped out the arrangement so it would match the garland, and this vintage reindeer is my favorite. I added him back in as well as some nutcrackers I got on clearance last year. I also found this French horn at a church flea market. I put a different ribbon on it because the other one was a little bit too orange, and then I added it from my mirror and kind of hung it in lieu of a wreath, and I feel like it perfectly complements the look that I was going for. On the other side of the room, I love putting out this little village I got a long time ago from Target, and someone gave me a big box of these glass Christmas trees this year for free. I love putting sound-activated fairy lights inside, that way when the kids practice the piano, it makes it so much more fun. The kids love this and they look forward to it every year. On the side of the piano, I always keep a houseplant, but I don't like the look of houseplants mixed with Christmas decorations. I just think it doesn't look great. So I made my own out of this Norfolk pine, and it's great that it just adds a little bit of warmth to the space. I also bought a ton of crushed ribbon off of Temu last year, and this is great because I feel like it just adds a little bit of a nice touch here, and it matches the green in the fireplace ribbon as well. At a closeout store, I found this Studio McGee wreath, and I love the deep red berries and leaves. And I found this cute little metal sign earlier this year, and I wanted to add it to the wreath to give it a custom look. I swapped out the cording for some fishing line and attached it in the back. And the ribbon was uneven and also a little bit wrinkled, so I kind of just evened it up and then hit it with my steamer. I feel like taking time to fix the little things like this makes such a big difference in making your home look its best. I feel like a huge part of hominess are in the smells as well. I thrifted this cute little bowl, put simmer pot ingredients in it, and put it under my candle warmer, and it works perfectly. It smells incredible and it looks so nice as well. And while thrifting, I also found these cute little frames. I was inspired by an idea from Shay McGee this year. She printed out black and white photos of her family's past Christmases and displayed them in little frames. I love the fact that this is our buffet that faces the dining room table, so every night when we sit down to dinner, we see these cute little memories from Christmas past. It's such a perfect way to make your Christmas decor more personal and memorable, plus the kids love looking at old photos of themselves. This is definitely a 5-star idea. I love using glass plates as drip catchers instead of plastic ones. I feel like it just makes it look more elevated. And I love also sticking plants in bigger pots, just fills up the space nicer, and then you don't see those ugly wrappers that they come in. And moving on to the other side of the room, I swapped out the picture for an advent calendar, which the kids have to take turns. And then also I found this adorable silver bowl with reindeer on it and filled it with some sparkly ornaments, just adding a little bit of glitz in this small section. I thrifted this vintage card holder, which I'm so excited about, for just a couple dollars. I can't wait to fill it up with all our friends and families' well wishes soon. I repurposed the garland from the mantle last year and then added the card holder, completing the look. This spot needed a little balance, so I added these trees. I found these Norfolk pine picks and I thought maybe I could use them, so I just stripped them down into smaller pieces and then cut off the excess wire. That way I could be able to arrange it and I wouldn't see the stems. I love this everyday arrangement that I used. It's easily movable for homework, gingerbread making, games. I love having candlelight for even everyday dinners. I feel like it just makes it more meaningful and helps us linger a little bit longer. I also want to point out these adorable tree plates I found at Dollar Tree this year for $1.50 each. They make my wedding china just look more festive. I thought I'd also show you the formal arrangement I am going to use for Christmas Eve this year. I found this table linen at Goodwill and I love how the green perfectly complements the ribbons on my mantle. It also helps set the mood for all the colors in the rest of the room. I always host my parents and my brother and his wife every year. I love to have a small formal dinner for us before we go to the Christmas Eve candlelight service. I love that this tradition is in my home and I get to share that with everyone. I found these chunky wood napkin rings at Walmart and I love the fact that they match my pine cones. I also love making this simple bow napkin. It looks amazing and it's so simple. You just roll it up and then make a kind of a crossing over pattern and then you just slip on the ends and it's so easy. In years past, I folded my napkins in Christmas trees and it takes quite a while. This one's so easy and it looks so elegant. Quick tip, a good tablescape has layers. I love when you add chargers and dishware and plates on top of that. It just makes it look thicker and it looks better. I also love the fact that I have wedding china. It's so nice to have celebratory dishware. It makes it so festive and makes holidays feel so much more special. Moving on to the kitchen, I always like to keep it really simple. I have a little imitation snow globe I made from a jar years ago from IKEA. I think it's so fun to add a little fairy light. I love how this coffee bar has 2 extra upper shelves to add a little bit of Christmas flair to my kitchen. My kitchen's small and extremely hardworking, so I need my decorations to be minimal and contained, but this is the perfect spot to add a little bit of festivity. I wanted to point out again these Christmas prints that I found on Etsy. I bought this digital pack for $5 and then had them printed out. I feel like it's such an easy way to add a desired look you want. I love the vintage feel of these. They're so nostalgic and cozy. Last year I bought these cute little bells from Lowe's and added more greenery and ribbon to make them custom to my taste. In this dark little corner, I added the slimmest tray I could find along with a lamp and a few decorations. Trays are such a great way to anchor a space, and lamps add so much character and warmth in a little unused corner in your kitchen. The elves decided to keep an eye on my kitchen today, so hopefully they approved of all my festive updates. I have my family well trained. They know the oven towel is only for looks and has no purpose whatsoever. So I used these cutting boards last year, but they were starting to look a little bit dull, so I got an old wood conditioner I had, and now they look brand new again. I also used that on the little corner tray by the fridge too. And adding a little sprig of greenery, some ribbon and bells always makes everything look better. And don't forget about the mistletoe. I love when you go to old estates, you see little touches of greenery everywhere. I made these little picture light accents last year, and to me adding these just adds a custom touch and makes your home look more collected and more unique. I've had this fluted vase in my bathroom for 2 years and I love how easy it is just to swap out or an arrangement. I found this nutcracker on Facebook and I thought it would look good painted a hammered bronze color to complement the little ornament beside it, and I love the way that it turned out. Lines are busting out the door, Christmas songs in every store. Can't stand to hear one more, please won't you make it stop. Snow is piled 5 feet high, dog ate the pecan pie. Hurry up, snowball is fine. And before I wrap things up, I thought I'd show you a quick little bonus of the kids' rooms. They each have their own trees. It's always so fun. They can decorate them, and especially the girls, they have all these little handmade ornaments, and it's so nice that that's where they can display them. Plus, they love to decorate, just like their mom. I hope you enjoyed today's video and you enjoyed seeing how I put the rest of my home together for Christmas, and it gave you some new ideas to try. I love when I can come with a fresh new idea every season and it just inspires me instead of making it stressful. I absolutely love hearing from you guys, so tell me in the comments below how you think I did and what you liked, and maybe if you had any other ideas for me. And stay tuned for my next video where I show you how I decorate my outside of my home for Christmas, so feel free to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Bye!